Hello, Matthew Loop here. Just wanted to shoot this quick video and give you 3 of my best email subject headlines that can dramatically boost your open rates. So, hope you're having a fantastic day today, but this is something that's very near and dear to me because a lot of times clients that I work with, they have such great messages. Unfortunately, they don't know how to get their message heard. Maybe you've noticed, hopefully you're actually tracking your emails when you send out an email, what percentage of your list is opening the email. And depending on that percentage, well, we can measure and improve. So we need to understand what email open rates or what emails are getting the best open rates. And you can have the best content in the world as a doctor or professional, but if no one actually sees the message, then it doesn't matter, right? So within these 3 email subject headlines, I'll probably give you quite a few more. Something that I want you to pay close attention to is that people are more likely to take action when it's to avoid pain as opposed to seeking pleasure. Let me repeat that. So people are more likely to take action when it's to avoid pain as opposed to seeking pleasure, and or if they're attracted to some type of gossip. So these email subject headlines kind of do just that. They harness those things. So the first one of the best email one of the best headlines that I've ever used in my email marketing has been bad news. That's literally the subject headline. Now, people can infer what they want based on that subject headline, but bad news automatically attracts attention. Try it in your own. Now, of course, whatever your email subject headline is, you need to deliver on that. You don't just want to necessarily do the typical clickbait, right? Another great email subject headline that I had was, why I turned myself in. Now, think about that. Why I turned myself in. You probably have all these things going through your head right now, like, oh my gosh, what did he do? But it's an interesting story. It's so funny because I was actually speaking at a seminar in Canada, in Toronto, going back through the customs in the Toronto airport when I get flagged and pulled over. They tell me to take this plastic envelope with a white white letter inside of it, take it to the customs agent, and they start grilling me for like 10 minutes. Like, what are you doing here in Canada? Why are you doing this or this and that? You know, they didn't believe my story, and I was kind of confused. Well, turns out in a place called Brookhaven here in Atlanta, I forgot to pay a speeding ticket, so they issued a warrant for my arrest, and I forgot to appear in the court date. Now, normally it takes, like 2 months because the court systems are so backed up here, but they expedited that date. So at the Border Patrol, that's what happened. I mean, I was detained for a little bit, and the following day I had to go and technically turn myself in. So understand that in your email subject headlines, they need to be truthful with whatever it is. So if it's bad news, now it doesn't have to be catastrophic bad news, but it can be bad news to you in some way, shape, or form, and or why I turned myself in, that was very truthful. Now, with the third email subject headline that kind of works really well, that actually doesn't really prey on gossip or the avoidance of pain, would be something like thank you. Initially, when I used that email, it was a very powerful email, and I would actually say thank you, and I would use the person's name. If you have some type of email management system, you're probably able to use that person's first name if they signed up. If they signed up with their email. So if you can, it would be like thank you, Matt. That really gets attention because I call out their name in the email subject headline, and they wonder why I'm thanking them. So they open the email. Now, you should try these 3 emails or emails that are very similar and see how they work for you, the subject headlines, and you'll see that you might get dramatically higher open rates. And if you get dramatically higher email open rates, then you can get more eyeballs to your message and sell more of your product and service and really make a bigger impact. So don't discount email. Email marketing is certainly not dead. You just have to know how to use it effectively to get to stand out from the crowd. Now, in Social Media Made Me Rich, my best-selling book, I talk about email marketing in depth, so you'll want to read that chapter ASAP. If you currently don't have the book, you can go to socialmediamademerich.com and download the first 6 chapters for free, and then pick it up on Amazon. This is one, I mean, I've had people call this the Bible of social media because of the gems and impact and knowledge that it has inside of it. So make sure you read and really harness that. The power is when you harness direct response marketing with social media. Email is a form of direct response. So keep your email subject headlines. I mean, understand what people are really thinking and reading about these days. If you walk through, let's say, the checkout in the local grocery store, one of the first things that grab your eyes are those tabloids. You're like they spend millions of dollars testing different headlines. So you might want to look in there to see if something could fit. Now, I'm not saying you need to get all sensational per se in your emails, but you can definitely inject emotion. Like another great email open subject headline was one where I said, "Holy crap," or "Holy cow," and then had 2 exclamation points, all capital letters. That's like emphatic, like, oh my gosh, something amazing just happened, so people may feel compelled to open that. And so that's actually for email subject headlines. So anyway, hopefully you found some value out of this video. Use this to your advantage and understand the psychology of why people open emails. Read the email marketing chapter in my book. If you like this video, obviously give some thumbs up, show some love and some hearts, and I'm here to help and serve you in any way that I can. I'm gonna be, let's see here, any questions real fast before I hijack and tailor off here. Any questions, any questions, any questions? Going once, going twice. How can I make your email marketing more effective? You gotta have an email management system, first of all. A lot of doctors and professionals that I speak with, they can't track how many people are opening the emails. They don't know what the delivery rate is. They don't know how many people are clicking. So the first thing you need to do is to absolutely get yourself an email management system. There are plenty of great ones out there. Constant Contact. I personally use Aweber, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, etc. MyProResponse.com, MyProResponse. MyProResponse.com is where you can get a $1 trial of Aweber. Might actually be free now, or whatever you decide to use, but get something. You have to have your list on a platform that Facebook doesn't control, that your web host doesn't control, so if you eventually leave, your list, your tribe comes with you. Very key stuff. So any quick questions over email marketing and how you can be effective? If you like these 4 subject headlines and if it starts to make sense to you and you get the big idea, definitely click the like button, show some love, and download Social Media Made Me Rich today so you can be more effective in your social media and learn what the world's highest paid internet entrepreneurs are doing to multiply their influence, their impact, and their monthly income. Dr. Robert, hey, thanks for joining us. Getting email lists. If you're referring to, let's say, buying an email list, I don't recommend buying an email list because you don't know how they acquired those names and emails, and those lists are very, very cold. I prefer to build my list organically through, let's say, Facebook advertising or through joint venture partnerships. I've got a course called Social Media Elite. It's a flagship training for chiropractors that really goes into many different ways to get traffic to your site, and in doing so, you can certainly build an email list fast. Also, in that email chapter of Social Media Made Me Rich, that will kind of clue you in, and really every strategy in there can be used to funnel traffic to your email list. But I would never recommend just buying a list. You'll waste a lot of money. I've seen it happen, spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on an email list, and it just doesn't turn out to be good at all because they acquired those emails through spammy means. So, any other questions? All right, well, I'm about to end this broadcast. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.